Welcome back everyone, and it's time to go balls deep! And before we all get too excited, let's talk about Rill unlocking that new magic power! Who am I kidding? No one cares about that shit!
I do. Shut up. Get out.
Did you see Noelle confess her feelings for Asta? Holy crap!
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
At this point, a lot of you believe I'm actually Tabata's friend, and Balls Deep prediction magic is way too powerful, right? So as a gift for being so awesome, I might as well tell you how this arc will end. Yo, what the fuck are you doing? What? It's not like they don't know Asta's going to activate his demon slasher with union mode to take down the spell, and then the arc will end with Asta paralleling Yami and saving the— You motherfucker! Just because you go right, Black Clover, it doesn't mean you spoil! But I already did! I literally created a whole video explaining Asta's anti-magic powers and the new spell he will display at the end of this arc to save Yami. Which, by the way guys, you should check out this video being displayed to you right now after this review. I'm just saying. Alright, chapter 301 has every prediction coming true. Asta waltzing in and saving the day with his third sword that can remove curses. He's interrupted a truly hopeless situation. Everybody's basically dead. Rill, Charlotte, Udine, hell, even Dodger's actually dead. I'm like 95% sure anyway. He's Crispy Popeye's KFC fried chicken, so yeah, unless another ass pull occurs to bring it back alive, he's gone. Chapter 301 makes it clear that the Heart Queen still has a ton of curses that need to be removed. And Liber doesn't understand how a Supreme Devil is here when only the first gate of hell has been opened, because Megicula's manifestation conditions aren't known to most devils, right? And he informs Asta that they don't stand a chance without their devil union mode. Asta looks over at the looming threats that lie before him. You can see our man is sweating bullets because Asta can obviously sense Ki. He has assessed the situation and knows that Garge's Ki is dying, and the Heart Queen similarly is knocking at death's door. Realistically speaking, if the plot allowed Asta to have devil union, he would instantly destroy Megicula. Narc described Nama and Lilith's fusion combined to be more than simply 1+1 of Supreme Devil power. They were something beyond. We saw in that battle, Asta was able to use the Demon Destroy sword to dispel everything in the surrounding area of magic in an instant. But right now, he can't do that since the plot said, bruh, your drip is way too high. Asta got the drip. Let's tone that shit down. Tone that shit down. Now, we know you're the GOAT, Asta, but we have to let other characters get some time to shine, fam. Megicula seems to have a slight interest in Asta, as Varnica and the others had talked about him in the past, but she sets all that aside as his presence may cause issues she hadn't accounted for, which implies the idea that Megicula must know Asta's power level, so she declares playtime is over, which if it was from the very beginning, by the way, this bitch could have just killed everyone in the room within an instant before the protagonist pulled up. She said the exact same thing last chapter, that playtime's over. I swear to God. Anyways, Megicula is determined to kill both Varnica and the Heart Queen so that her manifestation will be complete. She starts setting off the curses they both had inside of them, but the plot says no, bitch. The curses start to disappear and she is like, NANI? And it turns out that she forgot Tabata had been saving Charlotte and Rill for this very moment, even though in chapter 300 we were told everyone was completely knocked out, and it showed us that in the pictures Megicula literally said this time it's truly over in chapter 300, practically repeating herself, which made Noelle's desperation and humanistic speech more meaningful in chapter 300 of not wanting to give up due to her love for Asta. But apparently it wasn't the case at all. No one was knocked out. It wasn't truly over. And this is because Rill explains that activating his new spell was harder and it took a while because he isn't used to that kind of magic. But when his spell Twilight of Valhalla is active, the magic power of all his allies within range of him increases, and no matter how much damage they all take, they won't die. This power can only be active for a few minutes, but all the damage will be returned to them when it's over. This is Black Clover, guys. No one dies in this show, fam. Mada! People can't surpass their limits. Oh my god. Like, bro, how? Oh shit, bro.
This is #1 bullshit.
Rill admits to himself that if Asta hadn't shown up, he wouldn't have had time to activate the spell before the explosion. But thanks to our goat, he might be able to paint the ultimate picture. Even Megicula acknowledges that this is impressive in her head, seeing the fruits of their teamwork which juxtapose the idea of being a devil, where she herself was selfish and didn't listen to the orders of Lucifer. In fact, she blatantly defies their order and is selfish, wanting to complete her own plan for her own desire. Devils don't actually care about one another or use teamwork. If they did, they would learn more of what it means to be human, something that Liber is doing with his brother Asta. Liber is using teamwork and love to overcome his hurdles as a devil and gaining more power through this more positive method. Remember, the very reason Asta and Liber were able to unite was because of their same emotions. And by the way, can we just say mwah? Like, the art in this chapter was so good. Tabata's work in this manga is completely fire!
Holy moly.
Moving on, Megicula mentions that her and Varnica left a crap ton of dead bodies, the bodies of the various dark disciples they had fought alongside, underneath the tower. Using her own devil power along with the power of Acier and Varnica's souls, which she has control over now, she created a goddamn army of 100 corpse soldiers, meaning that Megicula is on another level. She has 3 types of magic at her disposal. So now it's Devil Zombie Knights vs Charlotte's clones. Asta says his body still hurts too much from the use of Devil Union, so he basically won't be at maximum capacity in this fight until that turns back on. Asta sends some encouraging words to Noelle and she uses those words as motivation. They also make her realize something, like the mere idea of Asta giving her strength and him just being there rejuvenates her. She thinks to herself that she's been running from her feelings this whole time, but now she's finally realizing what we've all known for freaking 296 chapters. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is when she finally got real with herself. She said it.
You what?
Look, it's right there. She admitted to herself. She finally confessed and realized she got the feelings for our boy Asta. Noelle has admitted she loves Asta and wants to marry him. Now, look, if I remember correctly, I remember asking 5 months ago, who would you marry if you were Asta? And a lot of you, bruh, you lot said me most sensitive Noelle. Look at this poll, 123,000 votes. Looking at the comments, some of you are wild as hell. You guys are sus, you degenerates.
No. No! No! Say you swear to fucking God, bro. You swear to God! Say you swear to God!
Recently, I have been stating Noelle will confess soon because I saw all the foreshadowing for it. This revelation isn't a surprise if you had the notification bell turned on for the channel and you bloody join our community, goddammit. So make sure you do that right now and hit the like button to support my channel because it helps us more than you know. But basically, this revelation is a play of Noelle's mother Acier Silva, as Noelle now parallels her devotion to love. In chapter 296, we learned that Varnica sneaks out to fight Acier, a woman who'd been rumored to be the strongest. Varnica, testing out her new powers, gets interrupted by baby Noelle crying. We see that it's Noelle holding onto Noelle. Threatening to kill the children, she realizes that they are actually Acier's children, and she questions the point of having them when all they do is hinder the strong, which parallels what Acier stated to Sisgolion when she was about to give birth to Noelle. There is a direct contrast in words between the two characters of Varnica and Acier, where Acier once stated that a magic knight fights for the people and kingdom without thinking twice about risking your life. Once a woman has a child, she would try to protect that baby's life at all costs, as that is what means to be a mother, meaning that love is what makes her strong, to protect those she cares for. Acier repeats these words, saying her true strength, the strength that makes her the strongest in the world, is when a mother wants to protect her children and who she loves. That's when Acier activates a similar form to Noelle. Noelle has now performed the final Saint Stage at the end of chapter 301 and wants to avenge those that have suffered by the hands of oppression similar to her mother. Noelle feels liberated by being in love with Asta, as her love for Asta is what gives her strength to keep pushing forward and to surpass her limits similar to her mother. Seeing Asta again and he saves the day working hard as usual is what makes her want to perform the same, since Asta is the one that acknowledged Noelle for the first time out of everyone in the whole world, and he also fixed her mental health issues where she couldn't control her own magic power in the start of the series. I believe Chibata would definitely make Asta's father play a similar role to Lisita, similar to what he has done to Noelle, as both Noelle and Asta's mother Lisita were outcast by society. They had no loving affection from anyone, even though they could succeed if people believed in them. Asta's father will be someone that performs such an act to Lisita, where he saved her from despair and the struggles of life due to her condition. And that's when Asta's father would point at Lisita and say that she's not that bad of a person as people say, and that she actually is awesome, therefore making them fall in love. Asta's father telling Lisita it's not a bad guy could be a homage to what she did and passed on the role to her, as she performed these similar acts of love to Liber when she decided to adopt him, as Lisita would have learned the lessons and ideals from Asta's father to be who she is. Similar and paralleling the story right now to how Noelle has developed as a character through her journey with Asta, letting her grow as a person. Noelle's confession links back to her own words in chapter 295, where she explains to Udine that it might have been wrong to not tell the Heart Queen about Sanctuary Stage, but it was out of kindness, and something like love and kindness can't possibly be wrong. At that moment, Noelle indirectly admitted her love for Asta, that not being able to love someone openly is wrong. She is speaking about her own character growth, where she was embarrassed if people pointed out her love for Asta and she couldn't admit it. But now in chapter 301, she has finally accepted it and admits it. So I do want to say thank you to my fans, thanks to Bata, co-writing the, balls deep prediction magic, you guys for giving me the mana. We did it, guys, we fucking did it. Why are we excited over such a simple plot point where we already knew the answer, we already knew, but somehow we're all hyped? Why? We're so invested in this story. We want Asta to have the harem, he's gonna have his 5 wives. This is so stupid. Oh my god, guys. Anyway, thank you. This is just a whole funny. I love this community. You guys are hilarious. It's funny. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me as always. Make sure to hit the notification bell. Make sure to hit the like button. Check out our merch. And also, if you want to understand the other spell that Asta has learned and that what he will use at the end of the arc, the video is being displayed to you right now. Bye-bye.